All right, I made it my choice to actually show you how to do some more refactoring with this little couple applications that we have here. So we are going to be fixing some of these things there. Well, it's called refactoring. Once you're done with your application, then you want to organize some of the data into modular pieces. So let's go ahead and do that. We have a couple pieces here that we need to organize, and we have inside the MySQL folder there, we have login create. Here we will like to put this into a function. It would be very nice to put into a function, so we could call it from down here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Then we will jump into the read file and make sure that all the files are correct also, and put into functions. All right. So all right, so this one here, this is the create. So this is automatically every time we go into the form, we put something in there and we create something for us, right? Well, we need to actually let the user know that they're gonna be creating something. In this case, the user is you. So we're just gonna put a h1 here and call this create, just to know, and a little class here from Bootstrap called test center. If I can put this inside, that would be nice. Test center. That is going to center my my form there. There we go. Create. So we know that that's going to create. Let's make sure the button's there also. That says create. All right, more. There we go. So at least we know that. Now let's go ahead and put all this into a function. Let's just grab it from here. Let's just grab this whole thing. We could actually grab the whole thing here. This whole thing, even if the if submit, we can just grab it there and then put it into the functions, and we can just put this all the way on top. And let's just make sure that put the function, this is going to say create rows. That's the name of it. We're gonna put this into a function. Let's just wrap it up right here, and then we can grab the name of the function and go back to the create. Let's include it right here. Let's put the function here so we don't lose it in memory, right? All right, and let's do another include here for functions .php. All right, and we can just call this here. All right, let's just use another one here, and let's just call this. We can call this anywhere we want. As a matter of fact, we can call it in the body if we wanted to. I'm just gonna call it here. That's fine with me. All right, just take that off. Go back to functions, make sure we save it here, and we need to put that variable global in here. Hopefully you're not getting lost here, okay? It's very simple stuff. Refactoring, you already went through the worst. All right, so let's go back to the create, and we're here. So let's test it out. Let's see if it works, okay? All right, so let's create Edwin DS. Let's just make sure there, and some password. Hi student, create. Perfect. And let's go back and check. Perfect. So that's working, and that looks a lot better, doesn't it? Now I want a message here that would say probably create or something like that, right? Every time we submit this file. So let's go back to functions and let's do that. So if submit, right? If submit, this goes through. All right, I want to create something like this is gonna go through. So boom, boom, perfect. I got the query. Let me just condense this a little bit here. All right, just keep it separated for you. Actually, all right. So what I want to do, if this is submitted, I want to say, and it goes through. If not result, if else, just let's just put a message here. If it went through, we're just gonna say record created, right? Record created. That would be nice. Right there. That should submit something that we understand. Let's go here on the login underscore create. All right, and let's just say Raymond Fernandez. That's how you write it. Fernandez. I don't know about this. Don't write what I'm saying, what I'm writing, okay? And gonna create. All right, create, and now we got record created right here. You can even put some CSS if you want here, okay? We just want a little feedback saying that the record was created, all right? So hopefully that will help you out when you are creating your little test application if you want to do that, all right? So now let's go to the read page, and let's make sure that we have read page. We just have this showing here, but you could put this data into a table if you want, and you can put the ID into one column on the table, the username into another column. You can play around with those fields. We're not gonna do much here. All right, we're not gonna do much here. So what about the update? Let's check the update. All right, so the update, let's put a title there. Okay, I think if it looks better if we put a title. So let's go to the update one. All right, let's just make sure we have it in our working files there. That's what I was doing. And let's go to the form here, and let's just say h1 update. All right, and let's go to the functions. I think we have it right here, right? And then we're just gonna put a message just like we did when we created this. Else, and this would be in the update table right here. Let's just paste that in there, and we're gonna say record updated. All right, let's go to the update file. All right, and we're gonna be updating number 13, and we're gonna say something like, I don't know, Mr. Basketball. Put some crazy password here, and I'm gonna click update, and it's gonna say record updated. All right, cool. We come here, refresh, just make sure the record is updated, Mr. Basketball. Now let's go to the delete one. Let's go up here, delete. All right, so yeah, we do need something there. All right, so on the update, we are good here. We got all this, and we don't need the offset here, the if set. We can include it in the function on the other side. All right, so let's go ahead and, all right, let's go to the delete one and just fix the delete. We're gonna take this if set out of here too. All right, so the delete one doesn't say delete, so let's make sure it does. Delete, and I think delete, let's just put a little class there to make it text center, to make it centered. Text center. Perfect. And that looks good. Let's just go to functions. Here we have the else. Let's just take it. Let's go to the delete. Let's just put it right here. Record deleted. Delete it. And let's just get the if statement here, right? Let's do that. Let's get that if. We don't need it here. Just do it here. All right. Let's go to the delete, the functions. And that was the delete one, right? Let's just make it here. Delete. Put it right here. Okay, delete right here. All right, perfect. So that's working. Let's just delete this. Record deleted. Perfect. 12. Delete it. All right. So I mean, we're looking good. We can take this off if we wanted to. All right, or you can extend the function and just delete whatever records you want to delete. Depending, you can echo the values here if you want, by making that function select from users and echo the key. I mean, you can extend this and make it really nice. But anyway, we're not going to do that. That would take a long time on this course here. I don't want to take more of your time. That would be probably an advanced PHP tutorial or course. So I think we are done here. Let's just double check, update. Let's just take this out of here. Let's just do the same thing we did with the delete. Take that out, save it, and come back to functions. This was the update. All right, let's go to functions and let's do that in function update right here. Oops, and right there. Perfect. Update's good. All right. So we are good to go. All right. So if for those of you that follow this refactoring, great. Congratulations. You learned how to refactor some of the data that we got here. And for those of you that want to see more refactoring, watch the next video. If not, just jump into the next sections because you know what? I want to do some more refactoring here. I think this document could do a lot better than what it's doing right now. So if you want more refactoring, keep watching. Thank you.